Alright, welcome back. It is an interesting day today. I just got back from holiday, and a lot of people were just putting down comments and being so very happy with the fact that I finally installed the miracle that is the silo and turned it on. Anyway, let's take a look at our options here. We could go for Voidborn. Deep space installations and battleships technology is on the line as potential. World Shaper is also really interesting because it basically makes Mastery of Nature completely obsolete, especially with the removal of clear blocker cost no longer being free. It does remove a bunch of technologies from the pool, though, so that is also kind of interesting. We'll leave it for now. In the meantime, though, we're going to do some experimentation. We're going to try to weaponize Sanctuary whilst we are waiting for something to happen. We're going to basically need to build some very basic Corvette designs, and we're going to call these the Prober. I should really turn that off. It's going to be super cheap. It's going to cost almost no energy or anything like that. We should probably put it on a medium slot, actually. Energy, there we go. Here we go. We can make that use. There you are. So this is probably the cheapest possible ship that we can build. And why are we building this design, you ask? Well, it's mainly because I want to see how close I can get to Sanctuary before they decide to blow me up. It's probably this ring of debris. I would not be surprised if it's that. If not, we need to build a... basically, our goal is to figure out when they start to engage us, and then use that range. I don't think we can actually take a look at the range itself. There's really no indicator on what the range is, so it is a bit of a shame. So we'll just build a very cheap Prober Corvettes, and we'll have to unset the Armada as a rally point to get around that. We can upgrade our ships while we're at it. What we also need to do is we are going to need to do something very important. We need to start streamlining our species completely. Now, we have Robo Modding. That is... So we have Robo Modding. Sure. We can take a look at our species. We can basically remove a bunch of our Robo Mods, etc. We can modify the template as well, and for instance, re-add something negative, but then, for instance, remove power drills, and then add efficient processors instead, and then basically allow ourselves to do some redevelopment. And I do kind of want to go with this. Complete. So this is a TARS
Construction complete.
Energy, which is our first design. We had a precursor discovery. Let's go check it out. I'm pretty sure that we had another one of those at some point. Not entirely sure what happened there. We need level 4 or higher. Wait, a 5 or higher even. And we did lose a bunch of our dudes earlier on, so... Okay, do we have any other research goals currently going anywhere? It doesn't appear to be the case. Still, yeah, we need to start specializing our robots a little bit better. And this is going to be important in general as well. Here we go. We got a small armada. We'll just start sending them out here. I'm guessing they'll start engaging as soon as this circle is basically passed. But in the meantime, whilst we're waiting on that, we're just going to go and start doing modifications to our species here. So we want an energy TARS. Energy. So that's the energy variant. We're going to create another template, which is the minor TARS, which is the standard TARS. It also has logic engines, which is nice. We are also going to create another template, which is, again, remove that. Ruler impacts, consumer good cost is kind of nice. Robot build cost reduction is nice. Robot's build speed is nice. Efficient processors is an upkeep bonus. In all honesty, we kind of need the two variants because they still have logic engines out them. So basically, we need to swap around a bunch of these. For instance, if we go to our planets here, we have the minor versions and the energy versions. Energy obviously is a little bit more stressing at the moment. This is an energy TAR, so let's build a...
Construction complete.
It does not come up as a potential buildable unit. That is kind of annoying. Alright, fair enough. We'll take a look at that. Because I do want to build multiple types of robots, obviously. Each with their own specific design and specific purpose. Wow, you are built completely on the other side of the space of our space. That was probably not the best of ideas. So, create template, yes. Remove power drills. Add superconductive. And energy. Boom. Create template. There you are. So there's the energy TARs, and this is the clean TARs. We can actually modify this template because yeah, okay. So we can actually remove one of them. So that's a resettlement cost variant. So okay. It looks like Listum of the Listum has ceased function for reasons unrelated to battle. Well, that's annoying. Looks like one of our leaders has died. But now we have two variants. We have the energy variant, and that also has logic engines on it, which is kind of nice. I am kind of tempted to create a separate type of TARS, which is which doesn't have its logic engines on it. Remove this, and then robot upkeep for efficient processors is actually kind of nice. So this is just the standard minor TARS minor. Yeah, there we go. So now we have the TARS energy, the TARS minor, who actually still has the ability to remove something here. So this is just efficient processors and miners. So let's update this template. This is going to be the standard research TARS. The research TARS has just needs logic engines and reduced upkeep. So I think that will be fine. So now we have the TARS research, the TARS minor. Let's modify this template. Remove logic engines. Remove bulky. And then add efficient processors. Yes. So now we have several types of TARS that are particularly good at what they need to do. Can we remove this? No, we do not have enough traits for it. We still have efficient processors, but still. A resettlement cost reduction. And basically we can start modifying our species to be completely a bit more efficient in general. Like we have our standard TARS, so the standard TARS, which is a mining logic engines build. So
technological acquisition successful.
Standard TARS, that's good. So we can build that, good. And then why can we not remove this template is the real question. Because now we have multiple variants of the same TARS unit, which is kind of annoying. I could just remove this and then use this as the standard TARS design. But the problem with that is that we cannot really specify things. Energy Nexus is nice. Let's go with that. More energy is always good. Okay, so can we merge these two fleets? Yes, we can. So we can reset the Armada as the... Sadly, we lost our leader there, which is a bit annoying. Logistician, never go Logistician. It's not worth it. Your leader will learn Logistician at some point anyway. Okay, so... This is going to be a little bit annoying. I should have done this a lot earlier in the game. Okay, here we go. So when will they engage? When are they going to engage? When are they in reach? So let's just go straight for the star. Come on. That's all I need. Let's get the construction ship in distance. Let's
Hostile stationary
Okay, so it's
asset
right here. Okay, so let's build a defensive. Oh dear, we cannot build this close to. Oh, because all the other stations are there. Oh, that is frustrating. Okay. Okay, so that's not an option. Let's have you move over here and let's build an FTL trap right in here because this is the closest we're gonna get in terms of getting ships stuck here. Like this tar is already got logic engines. That's not a problem. So that's all fine. We can also do all the mining tars and basically start streamlining our entire species as well. So that is kind of the goal here. Oh, this is Society NG Research 1. Yeah, it's on Cooper. That's not a problem. We're going to cancel you, and we're going to build a TARS Energy variant on you. And we're going to build a TARS Miner over here. Does this mean the game becomes a little bit more micro-y? Abso-friggin-lutely. Does it mean that the game, that you will be able to be more efficient with whatever you're going to be designing or how your worlds are going to run? Absolutely. Being able to be more specific about how to build your stuff is actually really, really nice. We'll put a TARS energy variant on there. How much energy does this world generate? Not a lot. So we're just going to build another mine on this. Actually, let's cancel this variant. Put a mine on there and then put a miner TARS on there. And yes, I know, we're wasting a fair amount of resources using nothing but the miracle that is not Masters of Nature. I am aware of this. It's just a case of that it kind of works well. I'm going to cancel you, and I'm going to put a research TARS on you. I'm going to put a... Where was it? Was it Plex? Sal? It was Sal. So we're going to put a research TARS on this, and we're going to put a research TARS on this one as well. And then we'll just basically build a bunch of labs on top of it. It makes life nice and quick. You are going to be building a research TARS. And basically, if I would have to restart the entire game, I would actually... So far, they haven't engaged the actual ship. That is kind of surprising. Oh, never mind. And there's plasma. Plasma, some... It looks like there's some... Yeah, okay. So we can't actually turn Sanctuary into a giant FTL trap. That is a shame, because that would have basically meant that we could use the inherent damage of their ships as a way of destroying any inbound ships, which would be nice. What we could potentially do here is build an FTL trap on one side, and then if they're set to aggressive, build something on the other side as well. So they have to fly straight through the center of Sanctuary to do something about it. So let's build another energy TARS here. All the other stuff can just be upgraded. Right now we're just in a stage of streamlining our empire as much as possible and getting as much done as we can before the inevitable war is going to happen. Nirs, Zen, Rects. Yeah, I was afraid of that. A bunch of cyborg pops that we controlled earlier on. Yeah, Plex is fine. Wait. Okay, Plex is fine. Trip is fine.
Tile blocker expunged.
It's nice, you know, it tells me where this tile blocker has been expunged. I have no idea where it is. There's quite a lot of there, it's probably over here. Perfect. For the lab, and let's build a research TARS. In the meantime, we got 86 engineering research, which is not enough. It's not going to do us all that much good. So what we need to do with this is we need to increase our engineering research somehow. Now, our midterm goal is to start production on a Dyson Sphere. Now, with a Dyson Sphere, we'll be able to generate 1,000 energy a month. That means that we can trade that 1,000 energy a month with the Mutagen Trader Guild. and basically tell them, hey, we want to trade minerals every month. So effectively, we can get 500 minerals every month extra
Construction complete.
compared to what we have, plus the usual energy stuff. And then use the amount of resources that we get from that to, build a research lab and a space NSA, and the rest we can use for just to build space habitats, etc. So that's basically the next step when it comes to that. We should probably also build a FTL trap in the following position. Why are... Okay, you do not have any orders. That's fine. I was going to build a central plexus system here. We'll have to upgrade all that stuff later on anyway. But let's get a couple more cruisers into our fleets. We don't have battleships yet, which is a bit of a shame. Do we still have a research deal? No, we do not, but we can get one. Here, let's give them one mineral.
Construction complete.
Evaluating proposal. They are naval capacities inferior to us, funnily enough. So let's kind of evaluate our current situation in the galaxy, shall we? So these guys are our rivals. United Nations of Earth are rivaling us. The Hithian Coalition is rivaling us, so that is a problem. The Archivists, they don't really care, even though they've closed their borders. So that is that. Okay, so let's take a look at these guys. The Surcock Polity, like the Hantheok, basically they like everybody. That is annoying. The Tars, oh Jesus Christ. Alright, nobody likes us. Except for the other robots. This is a huge problem, because this means that sooner or later they will try to jump us. Unfriendly. The Perkon territory provinces are hostile to us. And they are fairly big. They're unfriendly. They are definitely hostile. So we're going to need to do something very soon about these guys. How strong are they? They are superior. That means that they will take any opportunity to jump us at an instant. Which is obviously not particularly positive for our development. Let's take a look here. So these guys have defensive pact with the Boki manufacturing the Surcock Polity and are also independence guaranteed by these guys. These guys who are equivalent to us, so they won't do all that much. The Zercog, on the other hand, are in a Federation Association status with the other Federation. The Kingdom of Odegar and the Hithian Coalition are guaranteeing them, and I have a defensive pact. That is annoying. Basically, I need somebody to attack me. But considering we have the Miracle, that is Bulwark of Harmony, we should be able to defend ourselves relatively easily because we get a massive bonus in our own territory. Also, we need to start upgrading some fortresses, etc. Engineering is still a thing that is lacking quite a lot on our worlds in terms of technology output. So that is something that we need to take a look at as well. And yeah, engineering is a serious problem. Do I have any worlds where engineering is potentially decent? Not really. No, we can't really. The problem with these guys is that this remnant is not attacking these guys at all, which is kind of surprising. We're currently not getting all that much influence because we've been humiliated by the Fallen Empire. Because apparently we built our outposts way too close to them, and they really did not like that at all. What kind of planet is this? This is mostly minerals. We kind of should balance it with some energy at some point. Energy is pretty decent here. Yeah, let's just build some energy here. Alright, what we got? Expansion will allow us to do more colony speed stuff. And when we finish it, we'll get 2 more sector systems, which is nice. Supremacy, on the other hand, increases our border range and increases our fire range at the end. I'm we kind of need extensible software though. The effect on increased attrition costs caused by the number of colonies is reduced by 20%.
Construction complete.
And we can also reduce the upkeep of our frontier outposts. Let's do this then. So we get 100% colony development speed, which is nice, arguably. Okay. Oh, we got a bunch of stuff we can do here. That's excellent. So let's start construction. What kind of output does this planet have? It's mostly energy, which is good. We'll build an energy grid. A bunch of energy-related stuff. And one mining network. These other aliens, we can't really do anything about them. So, TARS energy variants being built, and a miner variant, and a research variant. That's good.
Construction complete.
Excellent. But yeah, building robots is all about flexibility. Setting up your robotic pops and efficient ways and trying to figure out what is the best way of modifying your population. It's very much like the biological engineering variants. But a lot of people are telling me, ASpec, why don't you just upgrade all your robot pops? And I would say, yes, I could do that. The problem right now is that would take up most of my engineering research, which is a type of research that I really, really desperately need right now. And I cannot afford to put into anything else, really. So that is basically the reason why that has happened. Kip. Ooh, Kip has 5 society outputs.
Technological acquisition successful.
Okay. All right. Climate transformation, ecologically devastated world. So, first of all, we get more energy. Let's get this tile blocker while we're at it. We're not going to go Mastery of Nature, even though it's objectively still pretty good. I don't think it is going to impact us all that much. TARS Collective. Now, this right here is very interesting, because there's a dimensional horror in this system. Okay, how big is their fleet? 4K. If these guys decide to declare war on us, we're going to jump on them straight away. End of story. This FTL trap is great. With a bit of luck, if any FTL trap will automatically jump into here, which will mean that they will engage the enemy over there. Let's move you over here, and let's build another military station, but exactly on the other side.
Construction complete.
With a bit of luck, we can goat them into attacking other stuff. We're getting a lot of unity from our monuments, which is nice. Let's just for funsies investigate how much that would take to at least get off of the resettlement cost bonus, because we still want to keep logic engines attached to all of our TARs as well as the power drills. The power drill is so bad. This is exactly the same one. The TARS research and the basic TARs are basically the same thing.
Construction complete.
Can I... TARS energy. TARS... Okay, this is interesting. So we can actually select individual pops. The problem is we have 50 TARs. This will cost us 4,500 engineering. And that's just to remove the resettlement cost. I don't think this is a good idea at all. Because we still want to keep logic engines, and we still want to keep the other thing. The Audiger has defensive pact with the Han theocracy. Interesting. Okay. That is potentially annoying. We're also spending a pretty massive amount of resources at the moment when it comes to getting our defenses in place. Like, we're really starting to edge our capability in terms... Ooh, Energy Nexus. That's gonna be very good. 78 months, such a long time. Proton torpedoes, though. Okay, so we can upgrade the trap. That's nice. And there's all these energy labs that I can do here, as well as animal evolution centers. Excellent. This is a pretty negative energy world. So, that is the wrong type of TARS. So we will cancel you, and we'll just put a research TARS on there. That's good. And more tile blockers. Again, apparently this is broken. Missing icon. Battle Frame Army, Seeker Grid, and Combat Software 2.0. Attachments, still not entirely sure why they're being used. They are an awful system. So, and we'll be able to get another 17 Betharian stone very soon. So that is a pretty big deal. Alright, Fortress is here. Mineral Silo 2. The only reason I'm going to go for it is to... Can I get Voidborn yet? No, I need just battleships. Yeah, I know. Am I getting any bonuses? Research agreement, and also from the research agreement. That's good. The thing is that I'm not going to war all that much at the moment, and it is impacting my ability to steal technology from other species. Which is objectively the way to fly. Okay, so we can increase our energy production on all of our worlds. Excellent. This is going to be physics. Finally, an engineering lab. Okay. And the good thing with the robot, this was it HAL? No, it was Trap, was it? No, it wasn't Trap. Okay. Yes, this is going to be an important one. Betharian stone. How much energy are we producing here? Not enough right now, but that's going to change very soon. This is all going to be engineering. Like, no questions asked. It's something that's completely lacking right now. Okay, taken care of. Energy-wise, we're doing okay, so we're going to put some labs down. It's a +3 mineral tile. That's pretty good. And then the energy tile. How much energy is being produced here? Not a lot. Let's put another mining network on this. It may seem like a little bit weird, but because of the stacking bonuses, we will be able to get a lot more later on. Okay, more energy.
Technological acquisition successful.
Okay, so it's the research TARS. Some tile blockers removed. Let's remove some more tile blockers. Like we're really starting to get our stride here in the game. The pacing is starting to improve significantly. More energy, absolutely. Yes. You need to have a minor TARS. And so do you. Research TARSes. Okay. There it is. Battleship. 128 months. Oof. Can I get a better scientist for this? Not really. I don't really have any scientists. I could put the genius in there, I guess. Spark of Genius would work. And we'll put you in there. Yeah, that does improve the process slightly. Because it's a plus 50% research time now instead of plus 40, so... yeah, like I said, engineering is really, really lacking. Okay, so what's our energy production here? Limited.
Construction complete.
We could rebuild most of these tiles into... any tile that is not energy, basically, turn them into plants designed for just science. Do nothing but engineering on those. I think that will be a good solution to our current situation. I really, really enjoy playing with robots, by the way. This is really, really fun. I'm having a really good time here. Like the sheer amount of flexibility that they have is just great.
Construction complete.
And like right now, we're just trying to micromanage our empire a little bit because we do have full control over all of our planets. Sure. This is not really an option. We do have full control over every single planet that we own. Sadly, we cannot colonize these right now because of this fallen empire over here that really doesn't like us in the military isolationists. So, but yeah, it's just fascinating to see how different the game plays. Like everybody hates you because you're soul-stealing robots.
Technological acquisition successful.
Tile blockers, resettlement costs, some more tile blockers. Yeah, like I said, I could get mastery of nature now if I really wanted to, and this entire process would be entirely moot. But I do feel that I need every single slot to do whatever I need to get the right thing gone. Like I need machine worlds. I need Voidborn. I need technological ascendancy is actually quite good. I need master builders because then we get mega engineering straight away.
Construction complete.
And we need 0-point technology apparently, which is still quite a ways away. But yeah, the sheer amount of micromanagement we're doing right now is actually going to be like, it may seem really annoying in the short term, but it's actually very important in the long term, because optimizing your empire early on is really going to propel yourself into the late game, basically. Oh, there's a mineral processing plant, finally. Okay, so these are all going to be research TASs, except for this one. This is obviously a mining energy TAS. We also need to evaluate the ability of our mining worlds, because we now finally have access to some of the more important variants, buildings at least, to give massive bonuses to building a lot of the cool stuff in terms of getting a lot of the minerals underway. So yeah, that's something that we need to keep in mind. Okay, this is all being cleared. Case can get more energy. That's another important tile there. This Tundra World.
Tile blocker expunge.
Okay, that's not really our problem. So, more basic science labs. Like, it's going to impact our economy, sure, but I'm not really all that fussed about that right now. Same thing with these guys. They just need to have basic science labs on them, unless... actually, we can just ignore this one. Yeah. So, these all need to be engineering labs, because we are running behind in engineering by quite some margin. Okay, that's all being taken care of. Good, good. So this episode we managed to figure out that sadly, due to the changes in FTL flowering, we can no longer do any cool tricks with Sanctuary anymore, and basically have them jump in right on top of the edge of the system. And in addition, we found out that everybody pretty much hates our guts, and we need to really start to specialize all of our pops and all of our buildings in order to build the perfect machine empire. What began as a fight over the conscience of machines. Yeah, something along those lines. Regardless, we're going to wrap it up here. If you got any feedback, drop it down below. That's why it's there. We've just managed to pass 40,000 subscribers, and it's pretty amazing, really. Let's get on towards the 50K, shall we? Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, take good care of yourselves, and as always, each other.